In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a review to Threeple. Previously, I created the list business podcast, and so I haven't added any reviews to that list yet, so I'm going to add a podcast to that list. I can either just start by clicking the plus button and going straight to the first option there, add a review. But what I'm going to do is start the process from within a list. And now that I'm within the context of the business podcast list, I'm going to select add a review. At this point, I've got all these different options. Obviously, because we're talking about podcast specifically, I select podcast. And a great podcast that I get a lot of value out of is Reid Hoffman's Masters of Scale. So I'm just going to search for that in the system. There it is there. I will select that. And I think it's a fantastic podcast. You can add a comment here. Once you've added your 5-star rating, you don't have to add a comment. I'm just going to say this is fantastic. And then in the next screen, you click through to next. The next screen, you've got your sharing options. So you can either make that review public, that anyone can see it. You can share it with just your connections. And you can see, because we started the review process from within the list, the sharing to that list option is defaulted. I can turn that off, but in this case, we'll leave it on. So with these settings, that review will be shared with my connections only, and anybody who's a contributor or subscriber to that podcast will go next there. And that has now been added to the system. If I jump into the list here, go into the business podcasts, and there we see Reid Hoffman's Masters of Scale with my review on it.